What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So listen. Girl, if it look like I just woke up, I just woke up. And let me tell you why. I know y'all was like, girl, what a video at? I totally forgot, okay? And I apologize. But bitch, y'all know y'all will get it either on Friday night or Saturday, whatever. But and what was so funny about it is I had went to sleep and I had woke up earlier to go to the washroom. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. And this is what I was missing because I'm used to now doing it on Fridays and getting it out there to y'all. So I apologize. But anyway, y'all ain't tripping. I ain't getting no messages. It was just on my heart, my mind. But anyway, charge it to the game, baby. I hope everybody has had a beautiful week. Listen, it is about to be my face so puffy. I literally just woke up and said, let me do this video because I don't want to put it off any longer. But anyway, it is about to be either almost 70 degrees, almost 80 degrees out here in Chicago, or 80 degrees, period, for the next 4 or 5 days, okay? And I know niggas are about to act a fool because it was supposed to rain for all those days, but now the forecast is looking like it's probably only going to rain for 2, maybe 3, maybe a possible 3, but 2 definitely. And it's Memorial Day weekend, and I already know Chicago is about to act a fool, okay? Shootings and everything is about to start happening, and it just don't make no sense because that's just how we are. And this social distancing stuff, I keep on forgetting that it's some places that are reopened, okay, all over the country. It's places that are reopened or whatever, but it's still very jarring to see all these people just willing to be around in large groups, okay? A couple of people here and there, maybe 5 at the most, that'd be enough for me, and that's still, wrecking my nerves, whatever. But all these people in large groups is just a lot. And it's just so sad that we come to live in a time that we can't really be around each other, and when we see large groups of crowds, we like, baby girl, what's going on? Okay, we shouldn't be doing this. But that's just how it is. Speaking of stuff reopening, my job is not open, okay? I put up a post saying that I'm going back to work. What I said literally on that post was that it's just for the staff. We do not open to the public until June 1st, when the whole entire state opens up in a phase 3. Well, I don't believe the whole entire state is going to open up, but they're going to start they're doing like 5 stages or whatever. And we are currently in phase 2. Okay. Phase 3 is when they start reopening certain areas and certain facilities, so like restaurants a little bit, but still putting the social distancing in there, and putting a time limit on where you can go to stuff, and opening up like hair salons and stuff like that. Now we are deemed essential workers, okay? Now that the libraries are back open to the staff only, all right? As I said again, to the staff only. And as I said in my video previously talking about it, it was absolutely pointless, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, because that's the main question that I've been getting. What's going on? What's going on? You back at work? How is it, readjusting? I will tell you this. I was not a fan, and most of us was not a fan, and not here for the fact that they had us opening up literally in the middle of the week, okay, a week and a half prior to what we supposed to open up to, all right, with the rest of the state. It didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to a lot of us because what are we gonna be doing? So I'm thinking maybe Ashley, there is some stuff that they're gonna have us doing, like the holds and stuff like that or whatever. Girl, we get to work, we social distancing and everything. And the first day we get there, first of all, my everybody don't show up, and we like, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? First of all, let me just tell y'all how it went. That night, Wednesday was the day that I went. Tuesday night, I did not go to sleep. I did not go to sleep. It was so hard to go to sleep. Like, I didn't get to sleep until after 4 o'clock. No, after 3 o'clock or whatever. And then I woke back up at 4 something to go to the washroom, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Mind you, I have my alarm set for 7:25 to wake up because I have to be at work at 9. That gives me enough time to wash my ass, clean my face, and do my routine or whatever. Get me a little something to drink, like some coffee, make me some coffee at home, and give me a bite to eat, like a toast or something. That's my routine. Okay, I'm trying to get back into that. Y'all know I ain't been going to bed on time. Sleep pattern been all fucked up just like y'all's, okay? And so at this point, I'm thinking I'm gonna be a mess when I get to work. But for some reason, I was okay. I was okay. It didn't take much for me to get back into the regular routine of getting up early, and getting back to work, whatever. I think the reason why I couldn't go to sleep is because my nerves was on edge and I was just trying to anticipate what exactly did they have us doing. And I haven't been around any other bodies that often that close ever since we've been off of quarantine. When we've been on quarantine, I should say. And so, they provided us with some disposable gloves, which was fine. They had some for us prior to that, so that was okay. And these cloths, like they're cloth and disposable or whatever. You can wash them and all that stuff, and it's really thick material. So I give the city that. But then they gave us some hand sanitizer and kind of find out that shit old. But whatever. I had to go to Walgreens and go buy some for the because we ain't finna do that. We're not finna do that. We're not chancing it or nothing. Don't give us no old shit or something that could potentially be old. But anyway, moving on from that. So we get there and we don't know what to do. What are we doing? The only thing that we did that day on Wednesday was shift the whole shelves because we know as soon as everybody gets in and everybody open up, probably on Tuesday we getting a whole bunch of shit. A whole bunch of shit. Okay? Then when Thursday come, they told us to open up the book drops. People already starting to put a whole bunch of books up in there, so we already know what that is. It's going to be backed up like a motherfucker because they want us to quarantine stuff. The books, we can't turn them right away. They want us to quarantine them for 3 days. And at this point, I was like, okay, that's fine or whatever. But still, these whole days that we was there was an absolute waste. An absolute waste of my time and energy. Okay? The shit that I did at work, I could have been doing here at my house freely and more comfortably, curled up in my bed because it was kind of cool up in here because I turned the heat off or whatever. Summer here, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Summer down there around the corner, so turn the goddamn heat off, put a goddamn blanket on, bitch. Okay, conserve your goddamn energy, bitch. At this point, literally ain't had nothing to do at work. When I tell you all we did was sit there, watch Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, all the other streaming services, caught up on whatever other shit that we was doing on the outside, we did all that. I was through with everything that I had to do within that first 30 minutes I first got there. Like, we didn't have nothing to do for 8 goddamn hours. 8 hours, okay? And this is supposed to go on until May 30th. And May 30th, no, May 29th, because I believe that's Friday. We're closed on Memorial Day, so that's fine. But we got to go back for 4 more days to do absolutely nothing. And I'm sitting here like, this is pointless. And I know, and I can't really, I'm not complaining about the fact that we really had to go back to work. My whole thing is, why not send us back to work that Friday or that Thursday? Let us come back the Thursday and Friday before, if you wanted 2 days so we can fully adjust and get things, situated. Let us come back that Friday and that Thursday on the 28th and the 29th. And make sure all our stuff is together. Make sure they come in and do the little thing that they need to do, whatever they need to do. And we only need a couple of days for that. We only need a couple of days for that. And then open us to the public. Because at this point, we literally are just sitting there doing what? Absolutely nothing. It was a waste of my goddamn time, okay? And I'm grateful. I'm not complaining about having a job. I'm just saying, put me to use. Put me to use. I do not like, the only time I don't like doing shit is when I'm at home and I done did everything that I'm supposed to do. Because when I'm at home, that means I'm in chill mode. But when I'm at work, I want to do work, okay? I don't want to have idle hands. I don't want to just be sitting there, nothing to do, whatever. Because that just make me feel like a lazy bitch. And I don't want to feel like that at work, okay? So I was like, what was this? This is pointless. So y'all put us at risk for what? Doing what? Girl, we still don't know. We still don't know. But that's how it was at work. It wasn't so bad. It was just boring as shit. We ain't had nothing to do. But anyway, let's just get up into these topics. Since y'all want that update, that's the update. I give y'all more some more shit happens. Once again, we have to start the video off with some sad news. The body of former WWE star Shad Gaspard. He was 39 years old. He was out there on the beach in California. I think with his son. They was going diving or, swimming or whatever. And it was a group of people. The current started getting real high and real messed up, and they was trying to get them out. And the lifeguards came out there, and he told them to go ahead and get my son. And then when they came back for him, they couldn't find him. They couldn't find him. Come to find out that his the rip current came and took him away. Basically, he got caught up in that. And that's one of the scariest things that ever, that happens with water and stuff like that, especially, with the oceans and stuff, the currents. You got to pay attention to it, okay? Some people try to swim up in that shit, some people don't, and that shit just, that's how people get drowned because they panic. They panic. You can be the best swimmer in the world, and all it takes is for you to panic, and that's how you drown. Okay. And he went missing. They was looking for him for a couple of days or whatever. At one point, they suspended the search, and then I believe Wednesday morning around 1:30, somebody was walking on Venice Beach with their dog or whatever, and they spotted a body on the beach or whatever. And unfortunately, it was his body. 39 years old. So wow, condolences. Like, it's so sad that for the last 3-4 videos that I've done for what it is, it has started off with a death. Can we start this off like, and I get the sad parts out before I go into the entertainment stuff, because just to get that out the way. But condolences. And that's just, with everything that's going on, it's still other ways that people are losing their lives, and it's crazy. And I don't know. It's just a lot that's going on. And condolences to his family. I feel sorry for his son, especially. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Anyway, moving on from that, we got Phaedra Parks. Okay, so in some Real Housewives of Atlanta news, listen, girl, let me tell y'all what I've been doing. Yesterday, I don't know what made me do this, but yesterday I was sitting up in here when I got off, and I was just like, listen, I'm finna watch Real Housewives of Atlanta starting from the beginning. I don't know what prompted me to do it, but I sat here and I watched that whole first season. It was only 7 episodes plus the reunion that was 8. And I was like, babe. Everybody original faces, okay? Original bodies, okay? Listen, everybody was giving me fucked up makeup, fucked up hair. The filming was just so, like, I said, God damn, they had flip phones up in this episodes, up in this season. I said, we have come a long way. Makeup messed up. Even the film, what they was using to record, it just looks so cheap and everything. I said, wow, look at this shit, bitch. Okay. Nostalgia like a motherfucker. When Lisa Wu was on there, Deshaun Snow had that charity event. Ain't nobody participated in the auction. Okay, and she talking about something she wanted to raise $1 million. Girl, and you ain't send out no invitation that you had to pay for. Girl, that's why you go to these auctions, to these charity events, with these rich white folks or whatever, and the rich celebrities or whatever, and it be like $2,500 a plate. Girl, that's part of the money. That's part of the money right there that they raising, okay? You gotta pay for that shit to get in. What else they was doing? When Kim was trying to sing, and Sheree was all up in Kim's face, baby, acting like she was the best singer on this planet Earth. I said, why you lying to that girl like that? And it I'm so glad that they got out of that mode of trying to show everybody how much money they got, and oh, they was just dropping labels and this and that. And Sheree had the biggest humble pie, because look at where she at now from where she started. You know, she was up there spending all of Bob Whitfield's money, thinking that she this, thinking that she that. You know, she the finest thing. You know, she always get Gucci, Chanel, Louis Vuitton. Okay, she gets all of the labels and all this stuff. That was what irritated me about that first season, because that's all they did was name drop the labels and everything. And it was like, ew, okay, we get it. You can afford to get this. Kim's wig irritated the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? I forget all about that shit. Nene was still somewhat of a bitter bitch when it came to Kim being close to Sheree. Nene just don't like people being close to people that she don't, her so-called friends being close to people that she don't really fuck with. And that's just what it is, and it's been like that since season 1. Go back and watch, okay? So what we're seeing with Kenya and Cynthia and everybody else, it's a repeat of what happened in season 1, just a whole lot better, okay? 10 times worse. That's what it is, you know? And Lisa Wu was on there. Girl, on that reunion show, listen, Lisa Wu was giving me, bitch, I eat puss on occasions. She was. Like, she was giving me aggressive femties, okay? Like dominant femties. Like, she not she'll take a bitch down too. I take your nigga and I take your bitch. Okay, that's what she was giving me. But it was such nostalgia to watch it. And I bring that up because they are rumblings going around saying that Phaedra may be coming back to the show, not as a full-time character, but as a friend of the show. How do you guys feel about Phaedra returning? Most likely she'll be a friend of Nene's or whatever, because at this point it's looking like Nene don't really have that many people to film with besides Portia when they start filming back. Um, you know, with all the controversy that happened, if you don't remember, you know, she put that rumor out there, telling Portia whatever, and making it seem like Candy was trying to attack her, you know, sexually rape her or whatever, some shit like that. It was disgusting. And you got to go back and you got to look at the reunion when it was her last season, and how when that shit came out, she was just sitting there like, okay. She didn't have no emotions. That gets me till this day. Like, she didn't feel nothing. And if she did, she didn't let it show. Portia is in there crying. Sheree sitting there crying. Candy that went off cussing people out, crying and in her feelings as she should have. And Phaedra just sitting there cool as a cucumber. Like, girl, you put the embers in the fires and all this stuff, and you just you pop this shit off, and you just sitting there like, girl, fuck it. That's why a lot of people is upset with Phaedra. And that's where some of the drawback comes from with not wanting her on the show, especially Candy. So, I don't know if the sentiments have died down, but you guys tell me how you feel about it. Would you like to see Phaedra back on the show? You know, and especially if Kenya on there, and I don't know how their relationship is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Wendy Williams is taking a hiatus from her show due to the symptoms that she has been experiencing from her Graves' disease. Um, at this point, might as well. You know, health comes first at this point in time. So I'm not even going to blame her. I'm not even going to be upset with her. I don't even watch the show. But like I said, at this point in time, I want everybody to take their health seriously. And no matter what it is that you got, especially if you got underlying conditions, go ahead and take that seriously. The shit will be here when we come back. Mom, Megan Good, she got accused of bleaching her skin by a fan or a troll or somebody who was on her page. And she said basically what had happened was she's not bleaching her skin. She went to an esthetician. I can't say it right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They do the face, okay? And kind of find out she got this product from this woman, and this person was not licensed, and she did not know that. And it was to remove a sunspot or something damaged that was on her forehead or whatever. And um it wound up messing up her skin, and so she's like in the process, it hurt really bad or whatever, so she's in the process of trying to get her color back. She's like 80% there, and I don't know if I 100% believe it, But because the part that threw me off is I'm not about to go to nobody that's not licensed when it's dealing with my skin, okay? And I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, because I do be getting some of these, people. I here and there, I get people trying to, can you check this out? Can you check that out? I have very, when it comes to skin products, I'm very leery and very, cautious when it comes to, doing stuff. I don't really like to promote stuff on my channel that I haven't tried out. And I don't like to give false advertisement and false, testimonies or whatever. So that's why I really don't do that too much advertising and promotion on my stuff when it comes to like skin stuff or whatever, because when people ask me, can you try this out? I be scared to do that because I don't know what exactly you got in here. And I don't know if it's tested, if it's FDA, all that stuff, because I have very sensitive skin. When people be asking what your routine is, what you put on your skin to get your skin this and all this stuff, the only thing that I use is soap and water, okay? And I have a soap that's for sensitive skin. All my soaps that I use is for sensitive skin. And when I say sensitive skin, like I can barely wear any type of perfume or anything because it will literally break me out. Okay, so I don't wear that much fragrance because I just break out real easy. It'll give me a rash, and I don't have time for that. So my whole thing is you have to, just like when you go to a doctor and you need some medicine or you need a surgery to perform, you just ain't gonna just get no regular person. You gonna do your research. So you mean to tell me Megan Good didn't do her research and see who was licensed and who was unlicensed? Or was you just doing something for a friend? And then for a sunspot, that's what people was asking, like, girl, why you just didn't put it all over just on that one spot? Okay, why you had to put it all over? Because I will tell you this, it did shock me one time. I seen her recently or whatever on one thing. I think it was like a red carpet or a picture or whatever. She did look real white, light. And I was just like, maybe it was the lighting or whatever. Because sometimes they put this type of makeup on, and then when the light shine on it, it makes them look like Casper the goddamn ghost. Okay, so I just held my tongue on it. Do y'all believe what she's saying? I mean, it could be true, but in this day and age, these celebrities do any and everything. So, hey, I don't put nothing past anybody. Um, oh, excuse me. Moving on from that, let's get to these versus battle. So today is Bounty Killer versus Beanie Man. To be quite honest, I don't think I really know that many Bounty Killer songs or whatever. I do know Beanie Man. I don't know if I'm going to be tuned in tonight. If I do tune in, it'll be like just to pop in and see how things going or whatever. That's gonna be tonight. On Memorial Day, it's supposed to be, I believe Memorial Day, it was supposed to be Jagged Edge verse 112. To be quite honest, I wasn't so hyped about that. Two good groups, okay. I know some of their songs or whatever, but I'm like, I never really brought albums from them. I know their commercial songs or whatever, but at this point, Darren from 112 and Q, I mean, is it Q and Slim? They not in the group. One of them, Darren and Slim or something like that, or Darren and Q. Darren and Q are not in the group. They he come out posting basically that they not gonna be involved in the live or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, okay, that's fine. I've heard that Slim has some shady dealings going on, and he's a shady type of character behind the scene. So who knows what's going on with that? And I'm like, well, do we need all four of y'all to be on Instagram to just play records? Okay, but y'all tell me how that one go. I mean, I'm gonna pop in just because of the controversy. That's what I is. Okay, and maybe some of the songs will jog my memory, like, oh, okay, I do know that song, and maybe I just go ahead and listen to their albums, because I never listened to a 112 album. I had J.E. Heartbreak. I had that album, but okay, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Quit trying to get Brandy and Monica to go against each other. It's not gonna happen. And you wanna know what? The thing of it is, the stands make it so bad because it's so much dark history between them two. And I know that even if they try to be like it's all love and rainbows and unicorn, it's gonna be something that pops off that strike up a rivalry again. And I don't want that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Let them stay. It would be nice to have seen it, okay? But no, Monica said she ain't for it. Brandy was okay with it. Brandy, what you need to be doing is promoting that baby mama single, cause I don't hear nobody talking about that shit. That shit came and left. It was, and the song is cute, but it's just dated as fuck. It ain't the single that you should have put out, okay? I will tell you that. Moving on from that, Usher, they trying to get Usher and Justin Timberlake. They throwing out all these people that, no Usher and no Chris Brown. No Usher. I mean, I can probably see Usher and Justin Timberlake because they around the same era. But no, why y'all saying Usher and Chris Brown? No, Chris Brown like Usher little brother. Okay, first of all, if these verses are gonna come out, this is the basis of the verses. I feel like should be. They should be in the same peer class. Okay, Chris Brown and Usher are not the same peer class. They're two different generations. All right. I mean, and when I say generations, technically speaking, they're still millennials. Okay, both of them, but Usher comes from a different time period, an earlier time period in the game. He's been in the game so much longer than Chris Brown, okay? And it just wouldn't be an even matchup because of a work ethic. And, Chris Brown will pull out. Chris Brown got like 1,500 million songs, okay? Compared to everybody else. That motherfucker, if he don't do nothing right, that motherfucker will put a goddamn album out with 80 songs on it each time, okay? So, no, it just wouldn't match up. And, I just don't see it. People getting in their feelings, the Barbs got in their feelings because Usher said that Nicki Minaj, and the same thing with Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. Stop throwing their names in this thing. Because once again, Nicki Minaj and Little Kim are not from the same peer class. They're peers, but not from the same peer class, okay? It's like putting a sophomore, a sophomore with a senior or whatever. No, that's not it, okay? Lil Kim came out in the 90s and stuff like that, so and she been stopped making hits and stuff like that. Look, Nicki Minaj came out way later, and she still got in her prime or whatever, and she still got hits that's coming and shit like that. It's not an even matchup. If you want to see a versus, do Foxy and Lil Kim, okay? Nicki Minaj verse. Bitch, she gonna have to go against a nigga, okay? She gonna have to go against a man. Ain't no woman that's out here that can go against Nicki Minaj at this point. But what I'm not understanding is why people getting upset and in their feelings because Usher said that Nicki Minaj is a product of Lil Kim. Product meaning that she came after, like Lil Kim is before her. So technically speaking, yes, that is correct. And I did see this thing where Tamar was saying how, we can't say that, somebody gave Nicki her talent. Tamar missed the point. I'm going to say that because that's not what was being said. That's not what Usher was saying. Usher did not say that if it wasn't for Little Kim, Lil Kim gave her talent and all that stuff. That's not what was being said. Nobody said that. Nobody gave Nicki her talent but God, okay? Nobody did that. And what they're saying is a product, meaning that just like Beyonce is a product of Tina Turner, okay? That's her influence. And Nicki has said that, she was once influenced by Lil Kim. But, because of the beef or whatever, people don't want to hear that or whatever. They just want to make it, you need to let her stand on her own and all that stuff. Yeah, don't compare artists, but it wasn't a negative thing. It was not a negative thing. Everybody comes after somebody who set the moment and then they become greater than that person. That's what Michael Jackson said. You study the greats to become a great and greater than yourself. Greater yourself, okay? Study the greats to become greater. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening with Little Kim and Nicki. Little Kim came out. She had her time. She set the game ablaze. She was the blueprint for some of these girls. Nicki Minaj, she kind of studied that a little bit, and she took that and she went so much further with it. That's it. Ain't no tea, ain't no hate, ain't no shade. So I don't get why y'all so upset. These barbs, y'all, the young ones that can't see that, y'all be so dumb. Y'all just be so focused like, like Nicki was the first one to ever do this shit. She wasn't. She wasn't the first one to rock the colorful wig. She wasn't the first one to put her ass out, put her tits out, to rap about this, to rap about that. No, and Lil Kim wasn't the first one either. But before Nicki was a Lil Kim, in the Foxy Brown and those people, and she would say that herself. She said it in plenty of interviews too. So what is the problem? Y'all just want to find a reason to get mad and then go at people that got more experience in the game than you. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all just want to be mad. Anyway, moving on from that. This Doja Cat mess. Listen, Doja, I don't know what's going on. The timeline was ablaze, and it still is at this moment. 24 hours later, talking about some Doja Cat. You be up in these tiny chats with these racist people, stripping for racists, and showing her boobs and stuff like that, and liking when these racist white boys, call her nigger with the hard ER, because she's half black, and she got daddy issues because her daddy black and he was a deadbeat and shit like that, and singing songs about how making fun of black people who were victims of police brutality. I have yet to hear anything from Doja Cat come out and say anything about this stuff, but they got the still shots and stuff like that, and people coming out with their stories with their interactions with the girl. And I knew Doja was kind of weird, but that weirdness set her apart from a lot of people, and that's what gravitated people to her. And so I don't know, like, girl, you need to come out and you need to say something. You need to confirm, you need to deny, okay? Because this is a lot. This is a lot, and you don't need this at this point in your career. And it's understandable that you probably had issues with your childhood, but just because your daddy was a deadbeat, that don't mean that you take it out on all black people, okay, and be racist and all that stuff or whatever. But and then still going around saying niggas all up in your song or whatever, okay, you can't be racist and still do all that shit, but whatever. I don't know. Mind you, because everybody trying to cancel her at this point. Mind you, when I first heard about her was when that song "Moo Bitch I'm a Cow" that came out, and tweets or whatever came out about her calling using the F word, not really being here for the gays or something like that, and freely calling people the F word or whatever, and which is discriminatory slur for the gays, unfortunately. And people, and her excuse was she was young, she was this and all that stuff, whatever. They tried to cancel her then, but then she came back with a vengeance, and it was like, okay, we're gonna let that slide, and then this comes back up. Girl, I don't know. The girl's been acting up lately, and y'all give me y'all opinion. Like, stuff still coming out. That's why I have no opinion right now, because, bitch, if you did it, that's fucked up. Lana Del Rey, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Okay, I've never heard of her. I've never heard her songs or whatever. Y'all talk about her, apparently she got a fan base, but somebody shitted in her cornflakes when she woke up a couple of days ago, and she was in her feelings about, the industry, and talking about double standards, and put out this whole goddamn essay on some stuff, talking about some, now that Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj and Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion are up in the billboards or something like that, got songs out talking about being cheated on and fucked on and all this other shit or whatever. It was very negative, okay? And my thing is, make your point, because she's like, if this okay for them to put this type of music out, why, and to dress this type of way and act this type of way, why is it not okay for me to dress and put the type of music that I want to put out without people accusing me of being abusive, accusing me of being this, accusing me of glamorizing this or whatever? I get it. And then you want to come out because you was getting dragged by, the Barbs and the Beehive, and I think she threw Ariana Grande up in there at one point. You was getting dragged by everybody left and right, and then you trying to say, well, I mentioned those people because I actually like those people. No, this is the thing. if you have an issue that's going on with the goddamn music industry, okay, and the politics of how things work, all you had to do was say, I don't fuck with the music industry like that because I don't like how this is going, this is going, this is going, this is going. You don't have to name drop your peers, okay? Not in this day and age, because that make it look like you are hating on them, and it comes at a ill time, and that's why people saying that you're racist or you coming for women of color, because the people that you name are making history for the first time in decades, coming up, or a decade or whatever, coming up and being occupying the first two spots of the 100 top 100 Billboard charts. You know what I'm saying? And you coming out saying this stuff, and it's just like, it's just ill time. Okay, have your grievances just because you want to promote a goddamn book of poetry that you about to come out with. Like, girl, just say come back my shit. That's it. That's it, girl. You ain't have to set the industry on fire for right now because of what? Because of what, girl? It's room and acceptability up in all of this shit. Girl, you ain't have to do that. And then you want to come back out with something else. Then you want to come out with a post. I don't know if it was real, but I seen a post this morning of her putting the lyrics to Nikki Super Bass up. And I'm just like, girl, just shut up, okay? You know, trying to clear up, you know, she got upset with people calling her Karen, and girl, it's just a mess. Y'all, if y'all got more info on it, tell me how you feel about it. Put it down in the comments. If I got it wrong, correct me. It's just a mess. Girl, they doing an Andre Harrell tribute tomorrow. BT. I'm gonna try to catch it, and I hope it's not coming on doing Real Housewives, cause I'm gonna have to record it and then look at it. I hope it, but I'm gonna try to catch it, and that's the sad thing about that whole thing. We're not gonna get a real tribute until 2021 or whenever we can go back outside safely and come back to normal. Life will never be normal. I don't know if it'll be normal like it used to be, but yeah, they'd already laid Little Richard to death. To rest. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna try to check that out. Congratulations are in order to Quavo. He got his GED. You know, class of 2020. Congratulations to him. And I say congratulations because I seen a post where somebody posted about him and called it embarrass. It's embarrassing. I'm like, he's just because he's almost 30 years old, or he is 30 years old, and he's getting his, I don't know how old he is, okay? But he's not a teenager. And who said that there is a time limit to go back and get your GED? Why is that embarrassing? At least the motherfucker went back and got it. You know, he's successful out here, and he had the time to go get it, and, you know, he didn't need to. With all the success that he got right now and the money, he's financially secure, he's successful, whatever, in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? He could have said, fuck that GED. I don't need that because I'm already made it. He went back and he said, listen, let me go get my GED. So just for me. What's wrong with that? There's nothing embarrassing about that. So many different circumstances come from people who live in certain environments, or, you know, had certain things that happened to them that caused them to drop out of high school. Maybe they just wasn't feeling it, and then they come back and it was like, maybe I need to give this a shot or whatever. You just never know what it was that made people drop out of school and prompt them to go back. And you should never look down on a person for trying to get their GED or any type of degree later on in life, okay? There is no set time limit to get some of these degrees and these diplomas. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations are in order to Quavo and to all the people who either got their GED this year, working on their GED, who have graduated high school, graduating college. Congratulations to y'all. I know it's not the way that you wanted it to be this year. You couldn't walk the stage and all that stuff. You couldn't have the big ceremony, but you still made it. You still did it. So congratulations to you. It is still a feat, okay? With the Ahmaud update, Ahmaud Arbery killing down there in Georgia. So that third person, he tried to come out saying that, the one that was recording this whole thing, trying to say that he wasn't involved in it and he did them interviews and he would never really open up his mouth and say nothing. But trying to say that, his family was getting death threats and stuff like that. Oh, they arrested his ass for murder. Okay, they arrested his ass for first degree murder as well. And then said that he was trying to detain him and all that shit. Oh, the shit is coming out now. And the cops and all that said, they said if he didn't have nothing to do with it, we wouldn't have arrested him. I said, bruh, you made the situation so much worse for your ass. Like, come on. You was just so happy to be there and you didn't stop it. You didn't call 911. So get the fuck up out of here. Anyway, and you got a clear vision of it. Like, I don't feel bad for him at all. Lock all their ass up and throw away the goddamn key. Maya Campbell. She was recently arrested in a illegal streetcar racing thing that happened. I don't remember where it was, but this just popped up in my mind. She was arrested, and Mama's still on that stuff. Mama is still on that stuff, and that is one sad story that gets me every time I see or hear anything about her, because I just want. She was such a beautiful girl. Like, I used to have a crush on her. Like, she was just the 90s. Like, oh my gosh, she was beautiful in the house, tripping. All these, she used to be on Sister Sister. She was that black girl that was just so beautiful to me. And to see where she has so much potential. It's like after her mother died, B.B. Moore Campbell, the author, like things just really started being going downhill from her. I'm pretty sure she was diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenic, or something like that. But when you don't take your meds and you just want to do what you want to do and free ball it, it's just sad. She's had bouts of prostitution. She was on drugs and stealing cars and just sad. Every time I hear a story about her, it's always a negative story about her. I cannot wait till the day that we do hear something very, very positive and promising coming from her, that she got her life together, and I just, we gotta. And this is one of those cases where the help is out there. People are offering the help, and you can't force a person to take the help that they're not ready to get. You can't force it, you know. And I remember when they was on that show on or whatever, and she was trying to get her life together, and you can see her kind of crumbling at the edges too. Like, it's a lot, and I just feel for her and her family, and I pray that she somehow gets the help that she needs. I really do. Joe Biden saying this thing with this interview with Charlamagne the God, talking about um you ain't black if you voting for Trump or something like that. I get what he was trying to say, but no. At this point in time, this is why I just still gonna vote for him, because I'm not voting independent. I'm not voting somebody else. That's the useless vote at this point, because that's basically a vote for Trump. It's just gonna be give it to Trump, okay? Y'all gonna fuck around, because I know that none of these candidates are making it so that we actually can fully put our 100% trust in them to run this country and give us what we need. Everybody is making blanketed promises, okay? And what I feel like, especially Joe at this point, everybody is trying to pander to the blacks to get that black vote, okay? And it's just not working for me. Like, I see the strategy that you're trying to do. I've been seeing it, and that's what's been turning me off on all these candidates, okay? That's why none of them really truly spoke to me. I'm like, y'all doing this shit is forced, okay? You just trying to get this particular vote, and once you get it, you're not going to come through on the promises that you made in your campaign. It always happens that way, okay? And I'm just like, no, just leave us alone. Please just leave us alone. You didn't need to say that. I get where you're trying to come from, but it just seems a lot of pandering. It just, no, no. It was just cringy, okay? Like, stop it. Stop it. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Let me see if the BET Awards are going viral, okay? Virtual, I should say. I don't know how I feel about that. Because I'm trying to sit here and wonder and think, how is it going to go? So when you say that we're still going to have the BT Awards in June, it's going to be virtual, where I can get with, you just, at this point, don't even, like, I don't even get that. Like, can't you just give the people their awards or whatever, put the list of the winners on the line and, give them awards or whatever? Like, you're going to have a whole ceremony announcing, going through the nominees and then announcing who the winner is, or you're going to have them all teleconference in or whatever just so they can lose or whatever? I'm confused as how they're going to do this. And I know damn well there ain't finna be no performances, okay? And at this point, we're not even going. I'm not 9 out of 10. She probably ain't gonna get a review from the BET Awards or whatever, because I just don't know how it's gonna go. How is this gonna work? Like, ain't no performances. They gonna be performing in a house. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. Um, I don't know. How y'all feel about that? Like, times are so weird today that they even thinking about canceling the Oscars and shit like that. Like, I don't know, girl. Maybe we should just scrap this whole year and try again in a year and a half. I mean, in the middle of 2021. I don't know. Okay, baby, it's just a lie. All the stuff is getting messed up. Congratulations is in order to Kandi. She won the Masked Singer. For somebody that's so boring, so forgettable, ain't never been number one. Mama is out here with her shit, racking it up. You seen Kandi, and Kandi also was in. If you watch Insecure, the story within the story is about this girl named Latoya who went missing. Kandi plays Latoya mama in that, okay? And she doing her thing on that. She a part of that Insecure cast, okay? She about to be in The Chi when it comes on next month. Okay, she just won the Masked Singer, the first female, the first woman in history, I should say, who other show to do it. Since it's been over here. And a black woman at that. So I don't know how that happened, but hey, it's a win. She's number one in that for somebody that ain't never been number one. You know what I'm saying? Mama out here doing her thing, so you can't hate on that. And if you really got an issue with that, you truly are a hater. As looking at this black woman doing her thing, like, you really are a hater, and you need to check yourself. Moving on from that. Child 6ix9ine trying to put the whole industry on blast about Billboard and the whole chart manipulation and stuff like that. Bruh, you ain't telling us shit that we ain't known. We been saying this. People been saying this for years. You just mad because your song is whack and it didn't get number one for a second time or whatever. That's it. That's it. Boy, we don't care. Aunt Becky pled guilty, so she facing 2 months, and this is Lori Loughlin, okay, for the college scandal, paying for her kids, and basically they're facing 2 months in prison, her and her husband. And I'm sitting here like, 2 months, which means at this point in time, she ain't even gonna do a whole week. Just like Felicity Huffman, she got 2 weeks in jail, and she only did a couple of days. Yeah, so I'm like, don't even care about it no more. We already knew. Did I get everything? Um, yeah, that's practically it. Oh yeah, Lloyd got a new song out. Okay, if y'all like Lloyd, my baby, he is so cute to me. But anyway, he got a new song out with Teddy Riley called "Slow Wine Baseline." Okay, and it is good. I really like it. Who else got some music out? Girl, I don't know. Go look at Tidal and Apple Music, because some music did come out this weekend, but I know that he was one of them. Um, is the service going on right now? Hold on, because the Scorpion was live streaming his mother's funeral. Oh, I think. But anyway, you guys, tell me how you feel. I'm sorry. You guys tell me how you feel. And once again, I apologize for not bringing this out on Friday like I planned on doing. I just forgot. Don't blame me. It was a tiring week, okay? You know, I was just exhausted. Plus, I went back to work when Mother Nature came and dropped a visit by two and said, "Bitch, you gonna be extra tired." And I said, "Oh, okay. So this how we doing it?" And she said, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I just ride it out, you know." So you guys be safe. Please do not go out here doing nothing stupid. If you go outside and if you gathering together, please wear your mask. Please just social distance. Please do whatever it is that you have to do to keep yourself safe and your loved ones. Okay. Nobody is not telling you to go out and celebrate and have a good time with friends and family, but just do it at a safe distance, do it at a safe capacity, do it at a safe whatever, okay? Think about others that you have to come home to if you're going to try to be in crowds and stuff like that. Don't be selfish, all right? Please don't be selfish. And once again, congratulations are in order to the class of 2020. You know, I know it's not what you wanted, but the way that you wanted, but you did it. You still did it. And that's all I got to say. And I will see you guys later. Peace.